Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new series which is all about new artists and supporting new music. Today I'm joined by the lovely Eden Hunter who's just dropped her brand new single Weightless.
It's like I just need somebody to help me land, and I will be weightless.
It's an incredible song, so we're going to be talking a little bit about her new song and also discussing the lyrics and what's to come with Eden this year. So, first of all, Eden, let the lovely people know on YouTube a little bit about you.
Oh, look at the microphone. Hello, everyone. My name is Eden Hunter. As Perry said, I'm 20. I'm a musician. I'm just living my life, trying to make my dreams happen, basically. And I just released my first single, and it's out everywhere, as Perry said. That's basically all there is to me, to be honest. My whole life is just surrounded by this song.
I mean, Eden, that's all there is. You sold out Bush Hall in London. How was that?
That was really fab. That was so fab. Yeah, we had a launch show for my single, which was really good. It was one of those things that was like, right, it's a bit of a risk. And I spoke to like lots of different people for advice, and everyone was like, maybe go for a bit of a smaller venue so you can fill it. Then there's no extra added pressure. But I was like, no, let's go for the big one. And yeah, we did. And it was, oh my God, it was so fab. I felt lucky and happy. And yeah, like it paid off.
It really did. The feedback on social media was insane. I saw all of the Instagram stories and all of the tweets about it, which is always really positive. So we got to talk about the song itself. So when you went to record this, where did the idea come about for Weightless?
The idea came about because I think the biggest thing that I like to speak about with my writing and music is that I don't really write about love because I've never been in love. I have it's all about platonic friendships and relationships. And so I felt like a really awkward in between. I was just leaving school. They were we were being made to audition for unis and I was like, I don't want to go. And I was all stressed and I was trying to figure it out because I'm quite dramatic. I am really rather dramatic. But basically, yeah, I like to write about friendships, and one of my best friends, Tom, literally just gave me the biggest hug and was like, you are literally going to be fine. You need to stop being dramatic, stop, shouting about everything. But yeah, it made me feel weightless. And so I was like, I've got to write about it because that is something that I deeply felt, that somebody made me feel relieved from lots of different stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you can hear that in the song because it's got such a good beat and I can hear it in my head now, and you'll be weightless. It's so good. I'd love to be your backing singer. That'd be amazing. So I'm going to go a little bit more into detail with the lyrics because I think every line tells a story. So the first couple of lines, you were just talking about how you were feeling a little bit down. Obviously, your friend comforted you. It says, why am I so scared of the time, always so low unless I'm high, over my head and out my mind. I try not to blame it on myself. So if you could just basically give us a breakdown of what exactly that means.
Yeah. Well, I think being a creative, and you could probably relate to this as well, as many people will, I think. But there is the journey is really up and down, and at the time, well, even now actually, I feel like it. But at the time that I wrote it, it was I was getting all these highs of doing shows, and I was in my final year at Brit, so we were having lots of showcases and rehearsals, and then as soon as it's over, it's you just fall into this pit of oh my God, I'm not good enough. There's nothing happening. You just feel like you've completely lost momentum. And it's really scary because, I'm really lucky to come from a family that are really supportive and everything. They're just rooting for me. And you feel like you have to constantly be yeah, it's going well, it's going fine. You feel like there's a lot of pressure, people looking at you. So yeah, that's what I meant by feeling scared, because I was at this awkward in between. I didn't really know. I knew I wanted to do music and I knew I wanted to perform in some way, but I didn't have a uni in place. I decided I didn't want to go. There was all this different stuff. So yeah, it was just.
Well, you can make your own decisions. There's nothing wrong with. You don't have to. This is what I say to anybody actually. there is a lot of pressure when you're at school to go straight to uni,
Yeah.
get those A levels and go. But actually, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you.
No,
You know, there might be a career path waiting right there for you, which for you is obviously in music, which is really exciting.
Hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, we've all got to work as well, but keep everything
don't get me
going.
wrong.
Yeah.
It's not all glamorous, darling.
Exactly. So actually, that leads quite nicely into the next kind of segment of the
Mm-hmm.
song. This paranoia never helps. I can't control the way it sounds. And then we go into the bridge/chorus.
We do. Yeah, so like the thing, so it's taken me ages to release. Like Weightless, I wrote, I think, like 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
Which was ages ago. I've taken my sweet time,
Yeah.
given me a little minute. Everyone like literally was like, Eden, when are you going to release? Like, this is your next stage, you need to do it. And I was like, just give me some time. But yeah, it's like really, you have to get to a place, I think, when you decide to like put yourself out there, that you are just completely comfortable with it, you are happy with it, and that you can have no expectation. So that's why, you know, the paranoia never helps, because you have like, I had this dream last night I was telling you about
Yeah.
where like I was like, oh my god, my song's getting millions of streams, and like it's done well considering, you know, the position that I'm in, and I'm really happy with it. But you do have to let yourself get to a place where like you can't be paranoid if it doesn't pick up first time. You've just got to have like, you know, the faith in what you do and like let it be true to you, and then it's right to release. So that's what that sort of
Exactly. And like even when Camila Cabello went like solo for Fifth
Yeah.
Harmony, Havana wasn't a hit until like 6 months after
Yeah,
release. So,
exactly.
you know, it's all about momentum. It's all about just keep going. Because I used to work in A&R, so I was doing scouting and things like that. And people just seem to think it's all going to fall on your plate. Like, no,
Yeah,
it's not.
it does
Like,
not.
you've
Oh
got
my
to
God.
keep up the socials. You've got to
Yeah.
keep streaming, you know. And before you know it, it will go further and further. It's just only a matter of time. You've just got to keep going. So everybody should stream Weightless, shouldn't
yeah,
they?
you should. Yeah. If you want me to be happy, yeah, basically.
So into the chorus, this is so catchy. I want to sing it,
Thank
but
you.
I'm
Go
not
on,
going to
go
sing
on.
it. I'm not going to sing it. I'm not going to sing it. You can sing it, but yeah, it's Don't Let Me Go, because I don't think anyone understands. Obviously, you've spoken a little bit about that. That when I get too low, it's like I just need somebody to help me land, and we'll be weightless. Want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so when I think, you know, like I've said, I'm a bit dramatic, but I feel like when you are a creative, emotions are so heightened all the time. And like I say, like when I come off stage after doing a show or whatever, I will be so like high off adrenaline and literally just the best feeling ever. And then it will last, and then sort of like midway through the day after, I'm literally like crying my eyes out, like, what is going on? Why have I not got another show today? So it's like you get these like real like pits, but I mean the highs are fab, but the pits, and it's like when it says need somebody to help me land, it's like I just need somebody to help me like find my grounded position again and be like, you're going to be fine, you know, like just then start working your way back up again.
And with the melody as well, like you can really feel that journey. You know, when it goes, it kind of I think it changes. Is it key? Is it a note? Anyway, it goes.
Yeah.
Will be weightless.
Yeah.
It's like you feel that. What's that? That kind of heavy load on
Yeah.
your shoulders just lift, and that's the beauty of music. Like it can really change how you're feeling and your mood as well. So if you ever listen to a song and you've gone, that's what I really want to achieve with this.
Yeah. Oh my God, 100%. And like, I know because I trained in musical theatre, and so I know that like sort of the two goes together. Like music has to make you feel something, whether it is a bit of interpretive dance, you know, not interpretive dance, but yeah, like you have to feel it. And I love it when melodies reflect lyrics, and I always come up with like my starting point is melodies, because if the melody doesn't hook somebody, or me in particular, then the lyrics won't either. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And just swiftly on to the second verse. This is where it gets kind of a little bit more deeper. You say, I need you walking by my side. I need a feeling more divine until the bitterness subsides. Still, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel out of my body. So surreal. I like the rhyming there.
Very much. Yes, I'm a bit of a poet. So it's like, it's so easy, I think, in this industry to feel like when like so many people speak so highly about certain things, and it's so easy to be like, oh my God, yeah, that sounds amazing. And you can't help but when it all turns around and it all goes a bit sour to just feel bitter about it. And you feel like, especially when you're younger, you feel like let down. Like I had a lot of things going for me when I was about 16, or what seemed to be going for me. And it was like, oh my God, this is so good. Like, I'm going to be absolutely fine, I'm going to be set. And then it's like, it all turned around and it wasn't, which is just a learning curve, but you can't help but feel bitter about it. And you just need to remember, like, to keep those people close around you that do make you feel good, because the people that I'm surrounded by now, like, they've encouraged me to release and like to make it the best that I can be as an independent artist, rather than people being like, yeah, it's going to be amazing, then literally just leaving you in the dark. So that's what that little section's about.
So we've just talked about bitterness subsiding, so away from that negativity. We go again straight into kind of, well, this is more of a bridge, I'd say. Just promise you won't, don't let me go. What does that mean?
It's basically, I think in my life, God, it's been such a long
In my
time.
life, it's like Les Mis.
I've felt like so supported by people at certain points. I think especially because of the, like I was saying, like I had sort of things going for me when I was 16 in terms of like music industry, and for all of that to just like turn away, you literally feel so insanely vulnerable, which is what the song is written about. That it's like you feel like if you lose that, that's a bit dramatic, but you genuinely feel like you can't carry on because you can't see the light. It's like your hopes get built up so high for them to just be like pulled from under your feet. So yeah, it's for those people that do encourage you to just be like, just stay with me, keep me warm and safe, and then we'll go for it together.
Yeah, and then of course it kind of repeats again because it is very catchy. If you haven't heard it, we've got, because I don't think anybody understands that when I get too low, it's like, I just need somebody to help me land, and
we'll be weightless.
We will indeed. No. I think it's just really nice to kind of sit with you and really understand the lyrics, because when you listen to the song, as I said, it does feel like you've got a weight off your shoulder. Yeah. So it's like I'm a worrier. You see, I'm a worrier. Yeah. So the song as well is all about okay, you've got all of these worries. It's almost like write them down, like you have done with the lyrics, and then just relax.
Yeah, it's true. That is what it is. Like, just feel safe, feel warm, it's all right. Feel safe, feel warm, feel, just feel held and like, comforted. Somebody funny, talking about the lyrics, somebody the other day asked me if it was about weight loss. I know. She was like, is it about like... She was like, is it about like losing weight and feeling I was like that? No.
I mean, whatever your interpretation is,
exactly.
of course.
I sometimes I don't really like explaining songs too much. So I'm like, take from it what you will, all of that. But when she said, I don't know, I could be the new face of Weight Watchers. The new campaign. Like, that would be good for the song.
Well, yeah, I mean, anything's good right now. I mean, It's really good. And also, plenty of exciting things coming for sure. In terms of, like, what's next for you, because I feel like this is only part one of a song. What's to come, Eden? Can you tell me anything?
I can tell you. So we've got some more music coming very soon. I'm not sure when this is going to come out, but for a few weeks from now, which is very exciting, backed up by lots of content, which I'm so excited about. I think now I've got the first one out, I'm like, let's get the rest out. So yeah, that's going to carry us through into the new year, and then hopefully we've got some more exciting shows, some more music videos. And yeah, I'm just trying to have fun with it all now, because it's been such a bit of a journey, taking me a little minute to get to this point. So,
and I've got to talk about, I did see your Instagram a few months ago. You were on set for what looked like another video with an absolute queen. You probably know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Has worked on quite a few musicals, but most recently Six, which of course is a smash hit. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that and what it was like to work with her?
Yes. So Freya Sands we're talking about. Freya is an incredible choreographer, and I've worked with Freya for a few years in and out of like training, and I had no other option other than to get Freya on board for the videos. She choreographed Weightless as well, and yeah, there might be a few more coming from me and her, little collaboration. I mean, she's so fab. She just gives me so much inspiration, and on set she's such a wonder, as so many other people are as well, but she just makes me feel so comfortable and confident in, everything that I've got to do. So yeah, Freya, she's an absolute icon.
Girl power, we love it.
Exactly, girl power.
And let's talk about the video, because we haven't yet. I mean, you look like an absolute goddess. Where did the inspiration come? Like, did you have a storyboard? Did you write it down? Like, how did you creatively put that together?
So I worked with somebody and we put like a little sort of storyboard together. I have all these ideas and we literally put all of them out and then we were like, right, what works the best? And we decided like sort of very like being weightless was, you know, sort of a reflection like being in the clouds, everything like that. And then one of my friends, Imogen, I'd spoken to her about recreating some iconic looks of artists like Elton John, Freddie Mercury.
I was just going to say Elton John,
Elton
like the
John.
wings were everything.
It's my icon. And obviously like we basically made a look for the outfit based on a very famous Elton John outfit. And so, yeah, it just sort of all started to slot together. It was like, right, okay, if we use the clouds and I've got these feathers on, you know, birds set free, all of that. But yeah, so it was just such a pleasure to make it and bring like the song to life even more with visuals and content, because visuals are like, I'm very visual led with a lot of stuff. So yeah. It was gorgeous.
I was actually going to ask you if there were any artists out there that inspired you, but you've just answered that.
Yes.
I mean, Sir
Yeah.
Elton is an absolute icon and dream. Do you have a favourite song of his at all?
Yeah, Benny and the Jets.
Oh, shoot.
I love Benny and the
Yeah.
Jets, and I mean, he's obviously got some classics, but he's always been somebody that's been played in our house and just been, you know, a really liberal icon. My show at Bush Hall, we actually donated our proceeds to the Elton John AIDS Foundation, just because, you know, he's someone that's really inspiring and is doing a lot for our community. And so, yeah. He is the icon, along with people like the Spice Girls and Lady Gaga and all of that. But yeah, our like style icon and my sort of business inspiration was Elton John for this one.
Yeah, what a legend, and also such a lovely thing you to do. Like, that's literally your first big show as a solo independent artist, and you donated those proceeds to the Elton John AIDS Foundation, which is incredible. If you haven't checked it out, I will link all of the details below to Eden's socials and also to Elton John's AIDS Foundation, because if you don't know about it, it's just
It's
amazing,
really
isn't it, as a
charity.
charity? So we've got, obviously, Weightless is out right now. It's on streaming platforms. It's all over the place. We've got loads to look forward to from Eden, including new music, new music video. If you could give a teaser to anybody out there as to why they should check out your music, what would you say?
Because it is fab, and it's taken me 3 years to get to this point, babe, so don't leave me hanging.
Oh, Eden, well, it's been lovely talking to you today.
Thanks so much for having
I'm
me.
mega excited for what's to come with you and your music. I know might be a special few surprises along the way in these music videos.
lot.
There is a few. I know you've got a few famous friends, is that right?
Maybe a few famous
Maybe
friends.
a few famous friends.
Not as famous as me, though.
No way. But it's been great talking to you today.
Thank
Be
you,
sure
thank
to
you.
go and check out and follow Eden Hunter all over the socials. Stream and download Weightless. And of course, whatever comes next, be sure to support it. Thank you so much for watching today. And we will see you very soon. Bye. I'm ending it like the camera's there, you know. I feel like I need a new thing. Anyway,
Bye.
really great. Goodbye.